This video is sponsored by Riousx gaming chairs. They wanted to share the love and do a giveaway, so we'll be giving away a free chair and a bunch of other stuff as well, and it's going to be super easy to enter. All you have to do is just check the link in the description and go through that, and the winners will also later be announced on Twitter. What's up guys, it's me Jeremy. So during the early development phases of Hearthstone, there were actually quite a few heroes that got cancelled or removed from Hearthstone in the early, pre-alpha, pre-release development phases. The game originally was planned to have 2 heroes for each class, one for the Alliance and one for the Horde, and this was later changed to 1 per class on release, although we've gotten some, alternate hero skins now as the game has developed and progressed. But a bunch of different characters were considered and tested and messed around with before the final hero was decided for each class itself, and we could have been pretty close to having an entirely different main cast of characters in Hearthstone. So today we're taking a look at some of these cancelled heroes and finding out a little bit of what Hearthstone could have been. So let's get started. So first up, it's Kael'thas Sunstrider, which is a mage hero who we could see in some really early drafts of the game based on some of the development information that we have. Kael'thas Sunstrider was the prince of Kael'thas, the forest that was home to the High Elves before Arthas waged war on it. After Kael'thas was destroyed, Kael'thas turned to darkness and became an ally to the Burning Legion. He tried to summon Kil'jaeden through the Sunwell, but was stopped and defeated in, the big World of Warcraft raid and stuff. Now, one of Blizzard's main objectives with determining the 9 heroes in the game was to have a really good diversity of both races and genders. Although Jaina in general is slightly more iconic to the Warcraft universe than Kael'thas, there's definitely a shortage of Blood Elf characters that were viable to be Hearthstone heroes, which is definitely why Kael'thas was considered. Fortunately for Jaina though, Valeera ended up fulfilling that Blood Elf role, and so as a result, Jaina ended up being the mage hero that we all know and love today. Next up, it's Wilfred Fizzlebang. So originally Blizzard wanted to have, of course, an Alliance and a Horde hero for each class, and obviously Gul'dan would have been the Horde hero, so Blizzard had Wilfred at the time being the Alliance one for Warlocks. Wilfred isn't necessarily super important to the Warcraft universe, but he is famous for being the gnome that was trying to summon a Doomguard but accidentally summoning Riousx instead. The plan to have Wilfred in the game as a hero is actually how Riousx became a card in the first place, because at the time when they were developing the game, Ben Brode felt that it was kind of like a flavor failure to have Wilfred be in the game without Riousx, because they were just so closely tied together. Now since Blizzard ended up having only 1 hero per class, it's pretty obvious that Wilfred would definitely get cut over Gul'dan, but he did end up getting his own card later on, so it kind of worked out for him in the end. And up next we have Tirion Forgering for the Paladin class, who we can also see as being a hero in some early images of the development phase. Tirion is definitely a super famous paladin in the Warcraft universe, with, killing the Lich King being just one out of his many notable accomplishments. Tirion also got his own card pretty much from the start of the game, so it's likely that if he had been a hero, Uther would have gotten a pretty strong paladin legendary as well. It's likely that Blizzard had actually already designed these stats and effect for the Paladin legendary they wanted, but since Tirion fit the card a little bit better because he of course has the legendary sword Ashbringer, and Uther kinda just has his trusty old hammer, they made Uther the hero and Tirion the legendary. Up next, we have Edwin VanCleef. So Ben Brode actually tweeted out that the original rogue hero was actually Edwin, and we can see him being the rogue hero from some of the early development pictures that we have as well. While Edwin is the leader of the Defias Brotherhood and has some pretty cool lore attached to him, he doesn't necessarily feel all that important enough to be a hero, I guess. Additionally, one of Blizzard's biggest priorities with deciding the heroes was that they really wanted to have some, pretty decent racial diversity. And at the time, they had already decided all the other heroes, and they had a really good amount of humans and orcs and stuff, and all sorts of races, and a definite shortage of blood elves. And so Valeera ended up being chosen as a result. There was just too many good things going for her. And one interesting thing to note is that Valeera is known for not actually being a part of either the Horde or the Alliance. She even has a quote in World of Warcraft where she says, "I am neither Horde nor Alliance. What has either faction ever done for me?" So it's pretty likely that she was chosen as the hero after Blizzard decided to just have 1 hero for each class. Either way though, those were some of our favorite heroes that didn't make it into Hearthstone. Definitely let us know which one was your favorite in the comments section below, and maybe which one you'd like to see a potential skin for in the future. Either way though, looks like that's gonna be it from me. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.